Do you get nervous when life is going too well? Do you pull away when someone gets close to you? Do you have stomach pain, body aches, or panic that doctors can't explain? These may not just be personality traits. They could be quiet signs of unhealed trauma survival patterns your brain learned to keep you safe. Stay until the end, because sign number 7 is the one most people miss, and it may be the biggest clue your body is trying to give you. When people hear the word trauma, they often think about something huge, like a war, a serious accident, or losing someone they love. Because nothing like that happened to you, you might think you're fine. But trauma doesn't always come from one big event. Sometimes it comes from many small moments over the years, feeling ignored, feeling like your emotions didn't matter, growing up too fast, or always trying not to be a burden. These experiences can shape the way your brain and body react, even years later. At the same time, these signs don't always mean someone has trauma. They can have many different causes. This video is here to help you reflect, not to diagnose you. Here's the surprising part. Some of the habits you call your personality may actually be old survival skills. Your brain learned them to protect you when life didn't feel safe. The problem is that your brain doesn't always realize the danger is over. Your body can keep reacting as if it still needs to protect you. So how do you know if that's happening? Let's look at 7 quiet signs. Sign 1. Good things make you nervous. Something good happens. You get a new job, meet a kind person, or life finally feels peaceful. But instead of relaxing, you feel nervous. A voice in your head says, "This won't last," or "Something bad is about to happen." If you grew up around stress or conflict, your brain may have learned that peace doesn't last. So even happy moments can feel unsafe. Sign 2. You try to control everything. Someone is late, plans suddenly change, or a message goes unanswered. Right away, your mind starts imagining the worst. Other people may think you're simply organized or careful, but deep down, you may be trying to feel safe. If life once felt out of your control, trying to control everything may have become your way of protecting yourself. Sign 3. You freeze before taking a chance. You want to apply for a job, start a project, or share your ideas, but you stop yourself. It's not because you're lazy. It's because failure feels much bigger than making a mistake. It feels like proof that you're not good enough. If you only felt accepted when you did everything right, your brain may still believe that making mistakes is dangerous. Sign 4. You don't ask for help. You handle everything on your own. Even when you're struggling, you quickly say, "I'm fine," or "I can do it myself." It may look like confidence, but sometimes it's a form of protection. Maybe there was a time when you needed help and no one was there. Over time, your brain learned that depending on people wasn't safe. Deep inside, you may still want support, you've just learned not to ask for it. Sign 5. Small things feel huge. Most days you're calm, but then one small problem happens. A short text, a broken cup, or one careless comment suddenly makes you very angry or causes you to completely shut down. The small problem isn't really the reason. It's simply the last drop in a cup that was already full. Sign 6. Your worth depends on what you do. You feel valuable when you're helpful, successful, or making other people happy. But after one mistake, you feel like you don't matter. This often begins in childhood, when love or praise seemed connected to good behavior or success. That's why compliments feel good for a short time, but the feeling quickly disappears. Sign 7. Your body holds the stress. You may have stomach problems, tight shoulders, poor sleep, headaches, or panic that seems to appear for no clear reason. Medical tests come back normal, but the pain is still real. Stress can affect the body in many ways. Sometimes your mind has moved on, but your body is still carrying the stress. What you can do. If you recognize yourself in some of these signs, don't lose hope. These patterns once helped you survive. They were your brain's way of keeping you safe. But they don't have to control your future. Start by noticing your thoughts instead of believing every one of them. When anxiety shows up, gently bring your attention back to your body by feeling your feet on the ground or touching something nearby. Try asking for one small favor from someone you trust. Finally, remember that your value doesn't depend on your success, your achievements, or what other people think. You matter simply because you're a human being. These 7 signs are not flaws. They are old survival skills your brain created to protect you during difficult times. Now, little by little, you can teach your body something new, that the danger is over and you are safe. Healing doesn't happen overnight. It happens one small step at a time. Which of these 7 signs felt the most familiar to you? Let me know in the comments. You might help someone else realize they're not alone. And if you'd like to learn how childhood experiences shape the way we think, feel, and build relationships, watch the next video.